Oh hey, what's up? Have you guys ever completed an install and then found some parts that you not entirely sure what they come off of? I just finished my Moto Dynamic integrated taillight install video, and right now I'm about to get into installing a license plate bracket. So I'm not entirely sure where this came from. I do believe it might have come off of this monstrosity of a piece. So I'm looking forward to just throwing this in the garbage and forgetting about it. So if you're new to my channel, my name is Jay, where I'm going to be filming all things motorcycling, specifically touring on my MT07. So if you've been enjoying my content or you've seen me before, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Over 90% of my views come from non-subscribers. So what the hell is up with that? So because I didn't buy an entire tail tidy kit, I am not exactly 100% sure on how I'm going to install this. I can't just attach it to the underside here like that. I had mentioned on my last video about how you can attach your license plate underneath. I had a buddy tell me that you can use this bracket along with the license plate bracket that comes off of here, and you can kind of MacGyver it in a way to make it all work. So I'm going to attempt to do that. Another thing that I'm really unsure of what I'm going to be able to do is, it might be a non-issue when you buy an integrated taillight system, but you can see there's a huge giant hole right here, and obviously I'm going to have a lot of water issues. So what I might do is, if this bracket doesn't cover that hole, even if it does, it's not very much of a waterproof option, I might cut the rubber off of this. It's like it's more like a plastic, and I might try to silicone that in to that hole and just try to make it as clean as possible. All right, so I totally forgot to mention, I got this bracket from a company called Railside Performance. It's a local online company here in the GTA. Fortunately, I was able to meet up with the owner to pick up this bracket from him directly, so I didn't have to wait around for Amazon or whatnot. But if you guys are in the market for a variety of motorcycle parts, you can definitely check out Railside Performance. And I should also note that this is not a sponsored video whatsoever. You know, they didn't give this to me for free. It's just really great that I had emailed the owner and I was able to meet up with him less than 12 hours later. So it was really great, and I was really appreciative that he was able to help me out. So what I got to do now, I just put all this back together yesterday, and now I got to take it all apart. So gotta love it, right? All right, so what my plan is, I'm gonna take this piece of metal and I'm hoping to be able to feed it inside of this hole right here. And then that way I can maybe hopefully line up these holes with the holes that are underneath. There's a couple holes there from the stock setup, so I'm hoping that I'll be able to feed this inside here and kind of line it up good enough. Like I had mentioned on the intro there, I'm hoping that I'll make sure this is all nice and sealed up nice. Damn, that looks pretty good already. And as you can see, it is adjustable. All right, so I got everything taken apart, and the license plate bracket lines up perfectly with the stock holes. So I got it drilled in there, and I reused the stock bolts that came out of the stock license plate holder. So I'll show you guys that real quick. I was just taking it all apart just to kind of get a test on it. Hope you guys can see that. So you can see the two bolts there. I was able to bend up the metal on either side. I was able to bend up the metal, and that's in there nice and solid. I mean, that is a perfect spot for it. So another thing that I also did, like I had mentioned, was that I took off the rubber piece on that plastic stock holder, and it works out perfect because there's a little plastic push screw that comes out of the mudguard here. The hole for that is on the stock piece, so I was able to feed that up and through and to kind of lock it into place and to help cover that hole that's there. So I don't have it all secured in there yet. What I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to take it all apart, or at least take this part off, and then I'm going to silicone all these. Well, I'm going to silicone the hole here, probably silicone that hole, because there's 4 bolts on the stock piece, but you're only going to end up using 2. So I'll probably just jam that full of silicone just to fill it. Get the plate out of the way. Right, you just, once everything is in there nice and snug, I'm pretty confident that'll be pretty decent. So I'm gonna take it all apart, and I'm gonna put a bead of Loctite on these nuts. I'm gonna tighten this up, silicone it in, and then I think she'll be ready to go. Are you even a man child if you don't go pew pew? Alright, so I just gotta let that dry a little bit. Alright, so I think it's dried enough, so I'm just gonna jam my license plate bracket back on, and then maybe silicone it a little bit more, and then throw all the plastics back on, and hope for the best.
You can call me stupid. Yes, you can call me sheep. You can say I'm lazy. You can say I'm weak. You think that using her would get to me, and if you're right, then you're in trouble deep. 'Cause I won't break, no, I know I won't wait. You're in trouble deep. I don't wanna hear no more. There are certain things I won't ignore. I really think you need to go before I kick you out the door. I don't wanna hear no more. There are certain things I won't ignore. I really think you need to go before I kick you out the door.
Alright, so there you have it. There's the license plate bracket install video. I got everything put back together. I'm not 100% happy with the way it all turned out. You can see how there's the plastics doesn't go all the way back together there, and there's quite a good gap. The right side came out pretty flush looking, not as flush as I would like it to be, but for some reason the left side is just all the way out, and I'm not happy with it. I am not happy with it, so I'm probably going to end up revisiting this video. Probably going to have to figure something else out, because like I said, I ain't happy with that. So anyways, until next time, ride safe. Fuck.